Today, we're going to do Rick from the Rick and Morty Show. Very easy, very quick, and if you practice enough, definitely be something in the cupboard box waiting to come out when the kid comes up and says, I want Rick from Rick and Morty. And you're like, okay. And they're like, really? And you're like, uh-huh. It's my favorite thing to do. For this design, all you're going to need is a 350 or a 360 in gray, a white 260, a teal type color, as I've got, this is a teal green from a 260 teal green, I believe, or it's winter green. Never can remember. But his shirt is usually a teal color. This is what I have. Brown pants, so a 260 in brown, and then 260 in a light pale blue or light blue, okay? Then you're going to need a black Sharpie and a white edding to do his face. So here we go, guys. We're going to be doing Rick from the Rick and Morty Show. Yeehaw. Not really. So the first thing we're actually going to work on is his clothes. So we're going to do his pants first. We're going to work from the bottom up. Take your 260. And blow it up just a little over half. So you got about, 5-finger tail. You're going to do a loop. Get a 3-finger loop. 2-finger rubble. As I call it, the putter. Like so. He caught a fish.
Hey, you got one.
Good job.
Here, put
See.
that in there.
I'm going to do his inner shirt. Now it's very important that you make this one longer and this one shorter. In order for his lab coat to be able to hook behind him really well, we need one side of it slightly shorter than this long. So, measure it off the same length, go up 2 fingers, and twist. And yes, we're done with that. So you notice how this is bigger than this side. You want the shorter side in the front and the bigger side in the back. Makes it easier for the lab coat to hook on. Next is we're going to do the lab coat. We're going to blow this up a little over halfway. We're going to do the arms, the coat, and then the other arm. So, we got about 5, 6, 7 finger tail there. So, we're going to make a small loop, usually about 2 fingers. Now, to make this easy, quick for any other additional type of line work things, we're not going to do is gray hands and put more detail into them. In the future, I might do a little bit more detailed versions of these guys, but this is just something when there's one kid comes up to you and you want to be prepared. Okay. So we're going to do the length of his arm. It's going to match the length of the smaller body. The smaller upper front piece. So that is about 4, 5. Okay. Take the body and you're going to go ahead and put it right in there. Now, squeeze and stretch that, son. I love using Patellatex. Okay. You're gonna take it, wrap it around, and bring it right back up. Make sure you make the same length of the hand on the other side as you did on this side.
Hey, those are the 8 spiders.
Somebody ate spiders.
And so much. And so much.
Ain't no spider.
Now warm time.
What are you watching? He's watching something weird. We're done with that. I always kind of bring it up forward a little bit more. It does push his arms a little forward, but that's okay. Make sure that pinch twist is right up front. His arms can stick out like that if you want them to. Or you can bring them forward a little bit and they can come up forward. And see how his lab coat just kind of hangs in the back. When you see it, when you're looking at him forward, it looks like a nice lab coat just flapping in the back area. Because it looks different that way. We're going to set this aside and we're going to now work on his head. So you're going to take a 360. You're only going to blow it up less than half because you're not making a huge bubble. Okay? But you do kind of want to thin it out a little bit because you want it to be a big head because he has a big oval head. So we're going to do, you really don't want to go any more than about 4. It's like 4, 5, okay? I'm going to bring it down. I want to make sure that his head is not trying to come apart right here. Okay, you can leave this part on right now. It'll make it easier to do the hair. Now, the hair, you really need 5. You'll need 5 of these. But you see he's got 4. 5 works, 4 works. He's just got kind of a messy hair thing going. So, since you're doing a lot of kind of like little twists and stuff in there, I'm going to blow it up, and it's a 5-finger tail. Go ahead and attach it, wrap around, and then go through. And then wrap around again, and then go through. When you break this end piece off, you're still going to tie that all together with a tail to help attach to the body that you created. Now, you're going to make just a small little bubble. It's literally a finger size. You're going to go up no more than 4 fingers. Okay? And then match up. And you're going to do that 4 more times so you can make 4 petals. If you can't get 4 or 5 petals total, if you can't get the 5 petals total in because you run out of balloon, it's okay. The 4 petals around his head look fine. So apparently this Rick and Morty show that I saw, for the first time, only a couple weeks ago, when somebody says I need to watch it and then create a Rick. And I was like, really? Alright, why not? Alright, so now you have 3. Now there's 4, and as I'm down to the end, but I should have, I'm pushing it. So if you don't want to continue on after this, go ahead and break it off and only have the 4 pair pieces. I'm determined to have more than 4, because I've seen it both ways. And I want you to see the 4 one, and I want you to see the 5 one. The 4 one is on this one that I showed you. And I'm just going to let enough air out to leave just a teeny bubble there, just like I started it off that way. Another reason why my hands are a little odd is put lotion on my hands. Okay. So when you have 5, I think his whole persona, identity, weirdness to him comes out. I don't know. Okay, so here's the 4. Or sorry, here's the 5, and here's the 4. Okay. And you want these turned like this. Okay. So now that you know you've got his hair done, one of 2 ways to attach it onto the body is to leave this alone for now. Squeeze down a little bit so you've got a bit of a tail. Take it in there. Grab on this side of the head and this side. Go underneath. Back up. I am just wrapping it around several times right now. Now I'm positioning to the head straps behind there, so I want to get it in. I want to get it in between the two bubbles, the pinch twist. Gonna make sure this pinch twist is front forward. All right, let's get to doing his artwork here. He has big, round eyes, and he's basically consistently pretty much out of it. I don't know. The guy is weird. I call it a morphed version of Doctor Who and Red Dwarf tied together. So, and then he has a long nose. Then he has like baggy eyes. So in order to create the baggy eye thing, gotta do that. Two little marks like that. And we're not really going to put a smile, but we're kind of like give it that hint. Now you can leave it as this if you're doing something fast. Oh, I do apologize. Also, we're going to need
in hot tub.
a blue. You want the blue Sharpie that actually matches it, so you need a baby blue Sharpie. Hold on.
Hey, me wants to throw it in the hot tub.
Baby blue Sharpie. And what's cool about the gray, so he has like a unibrow. So what's cool about gray markers, adding baby blue to it is not going to, it'll show up. So you don't have to do the white. You don't have to do white edging before you do it. Got to get his unibrow up there.
In hot tub.
It does kind of make it show a little more teal though. So maybe if you did want it more baby blue, because this is baby blue, but as you see it shows more teal. That's kind of weird. Alright. So you take the... Now I know he has drooling. Don't worry about it, or I'm not doing the drooling. If you wish to add drooling, you can add drooling. I'm not doing drooling. So I make the initial circles around there, and then I'll go ahead and color in the rest.
Where am I not train water done?
Outside.
Outside? No, my not train water done. My not train water done.
Outside. It's outside.
No.
Yeah.
No,
So
mine
I need to
something
correct this.
else.
I accidentally went over the black.
Mine something